Strawberries, luscious, juicy and oh so moreish. They're the quintessential summer fruit that's nothing short of pure indulgence. They're also very easy to grow, and in this video we'll look at the best types to choose and the best ways of growing them. Choose a range of strawberry varieties and you could be picking fruits from late spring all the way through to early fall. Start with varieties described as early season, followed by a mid-season type before completing the harvest with a late-season strawberry. An alternative is to grow ever-bearing strawberries, also known as day-neutral or perpetual strawberries. These types yield their fruits in smaller quantities from early summer right the way through to autumn, which is useful if you'll be eating them fresh. But for jam making, it's best to choose varieties that produce a lot of strawberries over a shorter period. Alpine strawberries offer a lower maintenance alternative. These plants can be left to sprawl between ornamentals and will naturally self-seed. Their fruits may be tiny, but they have an incredibly intense aromatic taste. Our garden planner is a great tool to help you choose the best strawberries for your situation. Double-click on strawberries on the selection bar, which will bring up the varieties box. Now scroll through the drop-down list to select a variety. Or click the plus button and hover over the information buttons for catalogue descriptions. You can even add your own variety, complete with customised spacing and dates. Strawberries like rich soil, so add plenty of organic matter such as well-rotted compost before planting. Strawberries will grow in partial shade, but yields will be lower and harvests a little later, so a sunny position is best if possible. Plant your strawberries so that the base of the crown where the leaves emerge is at soil level. Space them about 18 to 24 inches, that's 45 to 60 centimetres apart in both directions, to allow plenty of room for weeding, watering and of course picking. Strawberries also grow very well in containers filled with quality potting soil where they can be planted a little closer together. You will need to water your plants more frequently because containers dry out rapidly, but the fruits are less likely to be damaged by slugs. For an extra early harvest of strawberries, simply cover early varieties with a cloche, row cover or polythene tunnel from the end of winter. Once the plants come into flower, remove the covers on warm days to allow insect pollinators access. Strawberries forced in this way will give a crop up to 3 weeks earlier. Keep plants well watered in dry weather so that the fruits can swell to a good size. Plants under cover may need more water. Stop mud from splashing onto the developing fruits by laying down special strawberry mats like this shortly after planting. Alternatively, use a mulch which will lock in soil moisture while keeping fruits clean. Straw is the traditional choice, hence the name strawberries. Maximise your harvest by using an organic liquid fertiliser that's high in fruit-promoting potash. As soon as the first flowers appear, start watering your diluted liquid fertiliser on regularly, at least every 2 weeks until they've finished fruiting. Natural plant fertilisers such as comfrey tea are ideal, or opt for a liquid tomato fertiliser as an alternative. Pull up weeds that make it through the mulch, and in the first year remove any runners that appear. That's the long trailing stems that look like this. Once plants are mature, you can leave some of these runners to grow into new plants. Slugs and birds love strawberries just as much as we do. Beer traps like this one can be used to contain slugs, while netting is a must as the fruits begin to ripen. Get this in place in good time and tuck it in at the edges to avoid birds becoming trapped underneath. Ah, the moment of truth. Pick your strawberries as soon as they've turned red. Enjoy them as soon as possible after picking. You can use a refrigerator to store the fruits, but this does impair the flavour and aroma of the fruits. Once the plants have finished fruiting, the foliage can be cut back to leave just the young central leaves intact. Remove any straw mulch and add it to your compost heap. A just picked, sun-ripened strawberry almost melts in the mouth. And by growing your own, you can guarantee the very freshest fruits. We'd love to hear your tips for growing strawberries. If you've got one, don't be shy, just drop us a comment below. And for more great growing advice, don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you next time.